if a toothpick is for after eating meat, then what was Diddy trying to tell us since the 90s? Because the only nigga walking around with a toothpick 24/7 is a nigga with a lot of... It wasn't for picking out vegetables, is what the fuck I'm trying to say. So I want y'all to say this with me in unison and try to say it as fast as you can. How many dudes did Diddy diddle if Diddy did diddle dudes? Or do this one. How much cuck could Diddy cuck up if Diddy cuck could cuck would? That's some gay ass shit we just said. Pause on this whole shit. I'll tell you this though. Diddy, he gonna run away from these indictments. He gonna run away from these charges. He gonna be in Bali. He gonna be in Bali with Russell Simmons, and him and Russell Simmons gonna drop a joint album. It's gonna be called Niggas in Bali. That's the first track. Niggas in Bali, you know what I'm saying? Off their new album, Watch My Wrongs. You feel what I'm saying? Boss All Hard, that shit gay. That shit gay. So it's going down. Anyways, where's my manners? My name is Kenise 100K. This is the I Might Get Cancelled podcast. This is a safe space to talk your shit. This is a safe space to be loud and wrong. This is the POV from an NIG who don't give a F-U-C-K. So since you listening to this, welcome. You are a habitual line stepper, and guess what? We gonna cross that line together because we crossing lines like what, everybody? Immigrants. So let's begin. How did we get here? I'll tell you how. Diddy's apology video, right? Diddy made an apology video in reference to him being caught in a video beating on his ex and dragging her in a hotel lobby. I'm sorry, in a hotel by the elevators. The elevator corridor. First of all, hey, I'm talking about broad daylight. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you can see her trying to run from him, right? She was trying to run. He ran over there in a towel and socks on. Punched her, grabbed her, dragged her, kicked her while she's on the ground, picked up her stuff, walked it back to the room, came back out there, pushed her, threw a vase at her, sitting down in the hallway of the hotel. Do you know how comfortable you gotta be? And then this nigga Diddy opens up his camera while he on vacation. He said, everybody, shut up, shut the fuck up. I gotta act like I'm sad. And he cut the camera on. He said, I was in a dark place. Nigga, it was broad daylight, my nigga. It was sunny as hell. Nigga, I'm talking about, and I knew, like, when you do that in public, because technically y'all are in a hotel. This was public. 2016, you didn't have a care in the world. I know you didn't, because you had on a towel from the hotel, and you know how trash hotel towels are, and you had on like pink socks, my nigga. You were very comfortable, my friend. You do this a lot. You do this a lot, sir. So it's like, yo, we don't believe you. And here goes my real thing. It's like, you mean to tell me, because he talks about he was on heavy drugs, he was drinking, all of this. Oh, shocker. You feel what I'm saying? At the time, Diddy was 47. And what I'm trying to say is, let me get this straight. So you mean to tell me a 47-year-old was drunk and he beat his girlfriend, and then he said he changed? Okay. Let's break that down, because you can't teach the old dog new tricks. And this nigga 47. Do you know how old that is in dog years, nigga? I did the math. It's 1,000, nigga. I don't know. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, bro. And he telling you he changed? Oh yeah, I went to therapy. I went to nigga. Hey, you said what happened? 329. It's 329 years. That's how old that dog is. He died 45 times in dog years, bro. Think about that. And y'all telling me that, oh, he changed. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I changed. He kept trying to cry. He couldn't cry. That's why people call it crocodile tears. Okay, people kept saying he had crocodile tears in that video, right? He couldn't even cry. And here's why they call it crocodile tears, right? Because what is a crocodile? A reptile. And what is a reptile? Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Literally, the insides are cold. He don't have it to have moisture come out of his tear ducts, because guess what? It'll dry out. It'll freeze, I'm sorry, because he's cold-blooded. That's why reptile skin is always, ashy as hell and cracking and peeling and shit. That's a whole nother story. But yes, back to it. You ain't never seen a moisturized croc. But back to it. Like, the nigga The nigga was drinking, living life, and to turn up, he was like, I'm finna beat my spouse. Who the fuck does that? That's why Tory in jail right now. Like, I never understood niggas. Like, I get it. Like, I've been drunk many a times. Nigga, you looking at one of the biggest alcoholics in the world. How you doing? You know what I'm saying? Everywhere I go, it's shit. It deserves an AA meeting after that shit. I've been sleepy drunk. I done fell asleep at the car, fell asleep at the bar, nigga. I done did more than just call my ex when I was drunk. I called every bitch in my phone from A to Z, nigga. I take more shots than Magic Johnson at a doctor's appointment. I know what the fuck it is to be drunk. Don't blame it on drunkenness, nigga. Okay? Yes, there are niggas who want to fight when they drunk, but that's strangers. Why the fuck you beating on the woman that you're fucking? That never made sense to me. Same thing with Tory Lanez when he first when he got on the phone. I was drunk. I was messed up. He said that. I was drunk. I was messed up. Nigga, drunkenness don't make you take out a gun and shoot the girl you fucking. You feel what I'm saying? What is wrong with niggas? Stop lying on liquor, nigga. Stop lying. Stop blaming it on the Nouveau. Y'all niggas on other shit. Crack cocaine, nigga. Blame it on that, bro. God damn. And none of y'all believed Cassie until the video. None of y'all believed Cassie until the video. Y'all act like Cassie been a liar her whole life. Think about that. Cassie don't even say shit to nobody. You've never even heard that bitch speak. Even on a song. You've never heard Cassie speak. Even on her hit song, Me and You, she wasn't speaking. She was whispering like a motherfucker, bro. We don't know her voice in real life. We don't. Think about that. And y'all saying that she lying? She never talks, but when she talks, it's a lie. Get the fuck out of here. You niggas is wrong. You niggas is wrong for that. Come on, y'all. That was irresponsible as fuck. And the craziest part about it, let's take it back to that tape. The way she described it because she turned in, I think it was a 73-page lawsuit against Diddy. I think it was like 70. Everything was in detail. She even spoke about this 2016 event in which he punched, dragged, and stomped on her twice. She said everything, and that lawsuit came out in November 2023. That video of that CNN released of the footage was in May of 2024, right? May of 2024. What I'm trying to tell you is what she wrote in November, or what was released in November of what she said about what we saw on Twitter. Put it side by side. It was absolutely identical. And she was so detailed. She remembered the temperature in the room, goddamn. She remembered everything. She was like, yeah, he had a pinky ring on his right hand that day. He had on my mismatched pink socks. The nigga, when he threw the vase, it was at, the velocity of like she knew every fucking thing about that day. For somebody that was that detailed, and video evidence proved it to be true, you niggas should never question nothing about that lawsuit no more. That's just square business. Now, and first of all, Diddy, why you beating on a girl that never say nothing? Diddy, she don't say nothing to nobody. Cassie got features on songs where she ain't even singing. She was just there. Like, that's how meek she is, bro. She don't bother nobody. You bothering her. And you on tape beating her. Suge was right, because you all up in the videos. Nigga, you remember we said that at the Source Awards? If you don't want the executive producer all up in the videos. Yeah. Who would have known until 2024 that Death Row was a safer space than Bad Boy? Fucking yikes. Oh, up, son. That's crazy. I was just telling my friend this shit, man. Puff Daddy was the nigga who we thought Suge Knight was. Puff Daddy was the criminal, the vigilante, the thug, the gangster. Think about it. In all these lawsuits and cases about him, he has multiple accusations of hanging people off a balcony. One including Wale, another including Cassie's homegirl, literally, off a balcony. You feel what I'm saying? One was at a hotel, another one was at like a studio or whatnot. Like, supposedly we gonna get into this later. Supposedly Diddy was also putting hits out on niggas. Supposedly Diddy was out here putting hits out on niggas. Diddy was walking around with guns and stuff like that. He actually shot somebody in 1999 at Club New York. Look it up. He shot a woman in the face. The woman literally said, that I saw him shoot. They was like, how you know? Nigga, I got shot in the face. I saw who shot me in the motherfucking face. This nigga was doing all that, putting out hits, shooting people, dangling people from a balcony. And we thought Suge Knight was the was the gangster. No, it was that nigga. Back to it. I would say this. Also, never forget, never forget when Cassie dropped her lawsuit, when the lawsuit went public, let's talk about it. This all was behind the alleged trafficking investigation of Shyne Diddy Combs or whatever. And it was stirred by the recent lawsuit, of his ex Cassie Ventura, and the settlement, right? It was actually a settlement. She filed within 24 hours. Diddy literally settled the lawsuit. But let's not skip parts in the timeline. She filed and Diddy said this is a shakedown. His lawyer said they've been trying to blackmail him for $10 million. Now they want $30 million. Think about that real fast. Diddy said that this is a shakedown. Diddy's lawyer said that they posted this. This is public records. He posted that they're trying to blackmail him. And then within 24 hours, they settled the lawsuit, which was supposedly $30 million. $30 million. But I thought it was a shakedown. I thought it was blackmail. And then the very next day when they settled it on like a Saturday. The courts ain't even open. And they said like, hold on, we got to settle this immediately. And it actually got filed and was settled and thrown out on that following Monday, right? But right after they did it, what was the first thing they did? They released the statement saying, we settled amicably. Excuse me? Settled amicably? There's no amicable when you just told me it was a shakedown. If it's a shakedown, nigga, why? There's nothing amicable about me and you. If they lying, you know what I'm saying? It's blackmail. Ain't nothing amicable we could do about that. You feel what I'm saying? Then you came out with a statement, hey, a settlement is not what did he say? A settlement is not evidence of guilt, is not an admission of guilt or whatever. And that his client Diddy strongly denies all of this. Say none of these allegations are true. He literally said that. Diddy even posted it. They gaslighting us. But nigga, you settled in one day. Think about that. You didn't even fight. You didn't even fight it. You didn't even try to fight it, nigga. Like, you settled the lawsuit with your ex in less than 24 hours, paid her that $30 million quickly. You threw in the towel quicker than period sex. But I want to take it back, right? Let's take it back. This is who we are, right? Especially my era, millennials. We got to talk. And what's right above millennials? That's Gen X, right? Yeah, Generation X, right? We got to talk because millennials and older millennials or whatnot and on back, we're a part of that era that still believe the image of a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? We truly believe the image of a celebrity, right? Whatever their image said to us, we believed it, right? And that was back in the day, like, where everybody had something to say about celebrities, kind of sort of like there was rumors, but we didn't believe it, right? Because look at the image. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett were swingers. We've been hearing that since the late 90s. You know what I'm saying? We've been hearing Will Smith was, bisexual or gay since the late 90s. But Will Smith, Independence Day? Will Smith? Man, nah, come on, man. Nah, man, he with Jada. Everybody know that. Fast forward, we finding out about entanglements and shit like that. But we believe the image of Will Smith. We believe the image of Bill Clinton. Here's the crazy shit about Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton had an intern named Monica Lewinsky that was sucking his dick in the Oval Office. Sucking on dick in the Oval Office. Shit, Hillary Clinton was probably there too. She was like, let her do it. I'm tired of it. I did it for 20 years. Like, that's probably what was going on, right? And everybody called Monica Lewinsky two things: a whore and a liar. Think about that. The media did a number on Monica Lewinsky. This girl's like 18, 19 years old. She was young. She just listening to her boss, who just so happens to be the most powerful man on the planet. He was the president. What the fuck? And she works for him, and he said he wanted his dick sucked. And y'all were blaming him. She's not the one married, he is. And then he went and said, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. He literally said that, right? And then took pictures with Hillary Clinton and came back, did interviews with the media, because most of the time, the person who was the accuser back then, they didn't have no fucking Twitter. And nor did they have Barbara Walters' number. So guess who we believed? The celebrity's image. Man, Bill wouldn't do that. He's in a relationship. He's married. She's just a liar. They called her a liar and a whore. And I'm going to tell you something right now. In that situation, you can't be both. You could only be one. A liar and a whore? Nah, nigga, you got to pick one in that situation. You can't be both in that situation. You're either the liar who didn't suck the dick, or you're the whore who did. Which one is it, right? And so, but we believed Bill Clinton. Bill Cosby is another. We believed the celebrity of Bill Cosby. Oh, not Mr. Pull your pants up, you sagging, right? We believed the Black America's favorite dad. You know, America's favorite dad. We believed his image. Mr. Hey, y'all don't need a cuss to be doing stand-up, but y'all need to stop that cussing, and black people need to do this. That Negro, we believed the image of him. Whole time he was a monster, getting girls, you know what I'm saying? He was roofing drinks and shit like that. And he had strong-ass roofie. That was the 70s, bro. They Quaaludes were strong than a bitch. You know they shit fucked up when they memory erases for 30 years. Nigga, some of them just getting it back, realize, oh, that nigga did do that shit to me. That's how strong the drugs was back, and that's what he was doing with these women. And we didn't believe it until we saw that he actually admitted and settled with these women. Like, that's what I'm saying. But we believed the image of this person, right? Same thing with Mike Tyson. Let me stop lying, nigga. We believed everything about Mike Tyson. He said, the nigga had a front gold tooth part in his head, huge. He was always whooping niggas' ass. We were like, yeah, that nigga look like he bite. And guess what he did? He bit a nigga ear off. We didn't lie about that. You know what I'm saying? But one nigga who we also did believe their image, we believed Michael Jackson. I'm no longer finna just allow the lie to, Michael Jackson did it, okay? He did it. He fucked them little boys. He was getting little boy bussy, all right? He was getting bussy from the little boys for sure. For sure. I'm going to tell you how. First of all, Michael Jackson been a known liar. He's in an interview where he said, I only had one plastic surgery, and that was on my lips. Bitch, what about your nose? The nigga's a liar. I'm not finna. He's a fucking liar. Also, here go the thing. You remember when he said he had a baby with Debbie Rowe? He said that was the lady's name. He said he had a baby with Debbie Rowe. Fast forward, 40 years later, his kids are grown as hell, and not an ounce of nigga is in them. They don't have the Joe Jackson nose, and y'all know Joe Jackson nose was a generational nose. It don't skip. Where is their Joe Jackson nose? Where's that fat ass nose, nigga? They don't have it. They don't even have. This nigga said he had vitiligo, right? Cool. Got vitiligo. We seen people with vitiligo, right? Shout out to them, right? But he said, oh, it ate up all his skin. Oh, it ate up all his skin, right? Okay. It ate up all his skin. It ate up his skin so much, it started eating up the melanin in his hair. Like, all of a sudden, he ain't got African-American hair. He ain't got Negro hair. He ain't got Negro hair no more. He went from having, you know, a nigga fro back in the 70s, dancing, to not having a fully bust down middle piece. Now having a fully bust down frontal. The nigga is wearing a lace front. No. I need y'all to understand that when Mike went white, all of a sudden, he got a middle piece bust down lace front. Think about that. His skin went white, and then he got white people hair. Stop fucking bullshitting with me. Stop fucking playing with me. Keep on. I ain't gonna lie. I knew Michael Jackson was fucking them little boys when he got his first 2 waves of lawsuits saying that, hey, he's been doing inappropriate things with kids. I fucking knew he was fucking them boys when, like, think about, like, this is when it really hit me, like, as a grown adult. Think about this. If you are accused of something you know you didn't do and it's fucking up your image and your money and shit like that, your sponsorships, this and that, blah, blah, it's fucking up your life. Why? Michael Jackson, you didn't fuck them kids, then why you still kept having kids at your motherfucking house? Why you still kept having kids visit all the goddamn time? Oh, it was for Make-A-Wish. No, nigga. The program was called Make-A-Wish, not Make My Dick. Like, what are you doing, nigga? Stop lying, bro. Like, nigga, if I promise you, nigga, if I was Michael Jackson and they gave me them motherfucking allegations about kids, nigga, there will be no more kids at my house. Neverland Ranch will be called Never Again Ranch. Nigga, hey, get all these animals out here. Get Bubbles the fuck up out of here, because he wearing a motherfucking diaper. Get Bubbles the fuck out of here. Get all these roller coaster rides the fuck out. Matter of fact, I don't want nothing to do with kids. Not even my own. Get these kids up out of here. They ain't mine anyway. Like, I would have did that. I would have never had a kid to nigga 70 years old until the allegations would have subsided. You feel what I'm saying? Just to prove to you niggas I ain't do this shit. But what he kept doing, kept bringing in the kids. Because there's one thing about powerful and rich men. They can never, they've been told yes so much. They have never heard a no in so long, in decades, that they don't know how to follow rules. They don't know how to control their urges and desires. If their dick wants something, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck what's the obstacle in front of it. Oh, it being illegal, it being court fees, it being hush money. They don't care because they don't have to be disciplined because they never had to follow rules ever. R. Kelly and the list goes on. So back to Diddy. Let's talk about Diddy's background. Diddy came up in Harlem, New York, right? Couple little facts y'all don't know about Diddy. Y'all can look this up. This was in Vogue magazine. He was dating his first baby mama with his first biological son. Which one is his first actor? Justin Combs, right? Not the one he stole from Al B. Shore. That's a whole nother story. But he was dating Justin Combs' mother, right, while she was in high school, and he was about 24 years old. Let's do some math, right? Go look this up. She was in Vogue magazine back in the day when she used to dress up Jodeci. You know, she used to be the stylist for Jodeci. It says that he brought her to Uptown Records and things like that or whatever to help with the styling of them. And it says it just so happens that, it says she's a high schooler. Said she was like 16 years old in there. She's about a junior in high school. And this nigga was 23 years old. Basically, he would be a grad student. He would be trying to get his master's. You get what I'm saying? That's the age difference of what's going on. This nigga was disgusting, right? Not only that, Diddy found Biggie through like a newspaper or something of like, oh, this is Hide MC, and then he went out to go meet him. He didn't discover him like just on the corner. He read about him. He was like, oh, okay, he's already talented. He went to go get the nigga. You know what I'm saying? According to sources or whatnot. This guy, he used to throw parties or whatnot, a lot of parties. He's a big time promoter, and he was cool with Heavy D. So one day he has like this celebrity basketball game of some sort in this gym, right? This gymnasium. And he was really good at promoting. It reached capacity and way over capacity in there. Cause Heavy D there, he finna perform shit like that. So it reached heavy capacity to where people were getting trampled on the way in. And I want to say about like 3 or 4 people died. It was in the news. This is in the 90s. He already was killing back then. Like, this is who this nigga Diddy is. You get what I'm saying? Like, we gotta unsheath what we thought he was. You get what I'm saying? Like the nigga, we saw the nigga's attitude towards Danity Kane. Anybody who watched Danity Kane knew this nigga had an attitude. Any reality TV with that nigga on it, he had an attitude. Danity Kane, I saw him fire a girl right in the motherfucking episode. He looked at it, he said, so what's going on? So y'all unhappy? She was like, yeah, we're a little unhappy because he stopped her right there and said, oh, if you're unhappy, you fired. You out the group. Next, who else unhappy? Think about it before you answer. Literally, look it up. Look up Danity Kane, Aubrey getting fired or something like that. He used to argue with his choreographer all day. The chick that goes boom cat or whatever. He fired her every other week. Look up every time she got fired. Look up Diddy fires choreographer. Nigga, you can Google this too. And there's a video. Craig Mack. Rest in peace to Craig Mack. Craig Mack was Diddy's first artist. His first bad boy artist, right? Super successful, everything, you know. Here comes a brand new flavor in your ear, right? There is an interview in which he admitted, he said, thought Diddy was going to kill me. I kept getting worried that he was going to kill me. So I went and got a gun. I used to pray to the Lord every day saying that, Lord, if this man is trying to come get me, forgive me for what I will do to him first. He said everywhere he used to go around with a gun because he was told that Diddy was after him. You could look that up. These niggas are telling us. These are people who knew Puff. They're telling us what's going on. Shyne went to prison for the 1999 shooting at Club New York where the woman got shot in the face. More happened there, but he went bragging to another associate that he had the gun in J-Lo's purse. That's when he was dating J-Lo. Let's stop right there. First of all, have y'all noticed J-Lo spun the block on all her exes except that nigga? Do you know how crazy that is? J-Lo can't even keep a nigga, but one nigga she knew for sure. She can't even pick him right. But one nigga she knew for sure she shouldn't go back to was that nigga. But he had guns in her purse, in which Cassie also mentioned in her lawsuit that he used to put guns in her purse just to make her feel uncomfortable. Also said that one time they was at a restaurant and heard that Suge Knight was somewhere down the street. He grabbed a gun out of her purse and raced into a car with two of his men and drove over there. What the fuck is going on? But back to it. Club New York. The shit happens. He grabbed a gun out. They was finna go at it with some nigga that they didn't know, ego battle and shit like that or whatever. They pull out a gun. They start shooting. She got shot in the face. Him and Shyne were supposed to share attorneys. The attorneys turned their back on Shyne. Left him to just left him for dead. You know what I'm saying? Left him to rust, left him out to dry, and guess what happened? He ends up going to prison for 10 years, gets out because he has a felony and he's from Belize. He gets deported to Belize. This is a constant act of violence with this guy. You get what I'm saying? This is nothing new. This is what I still need to go back to this. Hold on. You mean to tell me that Diddy waited 30 years to give back all bad boy artists their royalties? He took 30 years to give all bad boy artists their royalties back. Right? I'm not even just their royalties. I'm sorry. To give them their masters. He took 30 years to give them their masters. But when it came to settling the lawsuit, it took him 24 hours. That nigga did that shit. Back to it. So, but yeah, that nigga has a history of just wild shit that he does, But yeah, that Club New York thing and then letting Shyne take the fall for him is wild. You know what I'm saying? That's wild. Imagine that. And that nigga gets deported and shit. They big giving him an icon award. Nigga, look at the word icon. He deserves it because, nigga, icon. He conned all his fucking artists out of money, out of their masters, everything. Out of deals, nigga, trash. Nobody has a good story with this nigga. Look at Making the Band. Y'all remember Making the Band? He put all those artists in one room. They were like rappers and a singer. They made a group. It was dope while we had it in the early 2000s, right? And for those of y'all that don't know, there's always been inside joke about this shit that he made them walk, to Brooklyn for a cheesecake. He made them walk from like Harlem or something like that all the way to Brooklyn. Nigga, that's a long walk. They got the wrong shit. He made them walk back again. I'm sorry. They it fell on the ground, so they ran back and had to go get it again. And when they got there, I think the nigga was like asleep or some shit like that. He made them walk. He made his artists walk all the way to Brooklyn for a cheesecake. Look up how far that is. Not even from Harlem, just from Manhattan to Brooklyn. That's a long walk. You feel what I'm saying? Made them walk for that cheesecake. If he made them walk for that cheesecake, you think he gave Saucy Santana some cheese for his cakes? I'm just saying. They say that they go both ways. I think he used a Carisha as a beard. Just say it. So let's get to the meat and potatoes of this, right? Let's talk about Cassie, right? I'm still mad about that, it being an amicable decision. Because my thing is this. If it was really blackmail and all this stuff was false, hey, Diddy, why didn't you sue her for defamation? Why didn't you sue her for defamation? If you didn't do that shit, and why you said sue her for defamation? Counter sue. You know why niggas don't do that? Because they know that she has the discovery. She has the evidence. He knew what the evidence was. He didn't want that out. So it was like, I ain't even finna take the trial. Fuck all that. Ruin my image. I am a guy all about image. I love having fun all day. I'm just a party guy. I'm 76 years old. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do, baby. Nigga, what? Amicable. Out your motherfucking mind. And the fact that none of us would have known this had Diddy settled the lawsuit earlier. His lawyers was reached out by her lawyers. They sent the demand letter, things like that or whatever. And they say, hey, yo, look, 10 million is probably it was like, please. He called her bluff. Guess what happened? Now he got stuck with the bill for 30 million. Now you paid 3 times as much as they originally asked. So here's what I'm trying to say to you. Diddy, your hubris will be your downfall. And look what's going on. You know what's crazy about this whole situation? Men always talk about how women are gold diggers. We want to talk about gold diggers, but you know how much of a horrible human being you got to be for your girlfriend to be literally trying to escape you when you a billionaire? Think about that. You're a full-blown billionaire and your girlfriend is trying to escape you. As a billionaire, you're an asshole. And think about what Cassie did right after that. She left a billionaire for a fitness instructor. She left a mogul for a nigga that works at the gym in his own creatine, basically. Like, that's what she did with no certificate. That's what she did. She went from private jets to sharing a Smith machine, nigga. She went from $1 billion lifestyle to asking how much longer you got on that on the Stairmaster. Like, excuse me? She went from gold digging to mountain climbing. She doing mountain climbers. This is fucked up, bro. If you fucking with the episode thus far, give us a thumbs up. If not, why is you here? Now, we got to talk about the Lil Rod stories. The Lil Rod stories are crazy. We already knew that Diddy was doing freak-offs, and everybody knows Diddy is doing them freak-offs, because freak-offs sound like some shit that Diddy would say. Think about it. He calls Young Miami his girlfriend. He calls her Shawty Doo-Wop. Or whatever, like Shorty Doo-Wop. Like, this is an old school ass nigga. Like, when he had Usher under his wing, in which he probably did some shit with Usher. When he had Usher under his wing, he called it Diddy's Flavor Camp. Diddy's Flavor Camp. Shorty Doo-Wop. Freak Off. It all go together. I know that freaky ass nigga doing that. Speaking of freaky ass shit, Lil Rod presented a lawsuit in which he talks about how Diddy had 3 or 4 escorts on payroll, and that's just the women, right? Because, okay. Diddy had hella escorts. Diddy is basically the new Taz Angels. He told stories about how there was one time he had woke up or something like that, and Diddy and Young Miami was there with Young Miami's cousin or something like that, and he went to the restroom, and Diddy told Young Miami's cousin to go in there and start sucking his dick, and he ran out the room or whatever and shit like that, and then she tried to straddle him or whatever. Like, it was a whole bunch of sexual assault he was claiming. He said there was another time where he told him to have sex with this one girl and then go to the strip club and pick up more sex workers. He said he admitted he did that for Diddy. Who the fuck does that? Is wild as shit. You get what I'm saying? He also said Diddy loves his drugs. He's always high. And his staff is known to literally keep a bag, like a fanny pack or something, with all his favorite drugs. So basically his weed, his Tussie, his Tussie, I guess that's cocaine and Adderall mixed together. I guess that's the pink cocaine too, and weed gummies and all types of shit that he wants at any time. He could just be high off whichever drug he feels like for the day, right? The nigga also said Diddy made threats to him. One time he tried to make, you ever been to a party and they like, man, where the hoes at? You get to the party, you like, where the hoes? And you the hoes? He said that's what Diddy did to him. He said one time they on this boat party or this boat or whatever, and Diddy was talking to Cuba Gooding Jr. This is what he says in the lawsuit. He said Cuba told him to go over there, and he said Diddy told Cuba to go over there and go holler at Lil Rod. He said Lil Rod is gay. He said also that Cuban was gay. He tried to mess with Cuba Gooding Jr. tried to mess with Lil Rod or whatever. Lil Rod supposedly wasn't having it. And Diddy came over there and quote unquote had a stern talking to him, saying, you basically ruining my party. You don't want to see me angry. You know, I got people that can make anybody disappear, and you don't want to disappear. And I got people who will make sure nobody even looks for you, who will fix the story up for you. He even named the guy who he was talking about. Like, that's how crazy it was. He said he saw Diddy and his son Justin, the biological son, shove a dude in this bathroom area and shoot him. He says he heard the gunshots, but he saw them with the gun and then head over there, and they saw the dude. He said he saw the guy basically dead. They had to call the police and everything. They ran out, and his head of security went and spoke to police and got rid of the story. They said, oh no, he got shot at a restaurant across the street. But it was like, how did he get shot at the restaurant across the street? There would have been a blood trail. And then not only that, when he comes in this building, which is where the studio was, he has to go through 2 checkpoints just to get back to where they were, to where he saw, just to get to the restroom. So they was like, yo, this nigga is dangerous, right? He also claims that he alluded that Meek Mill is also sleeping with Diddy. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna tell you this straight up right now. I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe it, but Meek Mill makes it hard for us to not believe that he's sleeping with Diddy. Everything he do, they were both just on vacation at the same time. Coincidentally, we don't know what the fuck going on, right? Meek Mill does a lot of borderline stuff where you like, hold on, Meek, for real? Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? And then the audio drops. I've been avoiding listening to that audio. Supposedly there's audio of them doing some activity. I was pissed because, you know, when you scroll in Twitter, sometimes if your sound already on, it auto plays whatever video is up next or whatever. Bro, I'm scrolling Twitter while I'm hearing Meek Mill. Bro, that was really dreams and nightmares. It was just nightmares. It was nightmares on Eldridge Street, nigga. It was bad. It was bad, bro. I did not want to see it. I didn't even see it. I heard it, but it made a picture in my head. Bro, I might be 1-4 gay just because I listened to that audio. Don't listen to that audio. And I only listened to 3 seconds on accident. I don't know if y'all ever seen that video of Meek Mill at WrestleMania and Rock was on the ground. It's like, get up. It sounded similar to that. It was like, I used to pray for something. Like, nigga, it was disgusting. I was disgusted, bro. But with all the conspiracies going on, I ain't gonna lie now, with all the conspiracy, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm drinking the Ciroc. I'm there. Because at first, I didn't believe nothing. Like, I used to never believe nothing. Now as a grown adult, especially after Cassie made this, don't nobody lie. Don't nobody make up nothing about a freak off. She said, don't no grown woman make up nothing about no freak off. How you, let's say what, Cassie is in her mid 30s, right? Late 30s, right? She claims that they used to do freak offs, and freak offs was when, you know, he would do a thing in which he get a whole bunch of men, let's say 5, 6, 7, 8 men, right? All in a room, and they're all fucking Cassie, while he watches and masturbates in the corner. Sometimes he gets involved maybe with one of the sex working men, or maybe with Cassie, right? And sometimes if Cassie doesn't want to do it, he'll keep giving her drinks, giving her drugs or whatever, so that she can keep doing it, right? And sometimes he'll beat on her in front of the male sex workers, in which he claims. You get what I'm saying? He used to give her IVs to leave because they was on so many drugs and shit like that. Her homegirls are now admitting this shit. You get what I'm saying? That's how abusive he was. And then he would, like, there was one time she claims that she was at, I'm not even gonna say she claims, she said this shit. She said, and I ain't gonna lie, I believe her. She said Diddy threw her a surprise party right after they said, happy birthday to Cassie, happy birthday to you. He said, all right, get your stuff. We finna go to another freak off. What the fuck? They flew to a whole nother city, i.e. sex trafficking, which is what they were trying to get him onto as well, right? It's crazy. She also admit that at one time they had like a small break, and she went and started dating Kid Cudi. She said he blew up Kid Cudi's car, like in front of his house, like literally blew it up, put bombs on it or whatever. Kid Cudi admitted it the very next day. He admitted, yeah, that shit happened. What's crazier than that is, I don't know if y'all know this, Kendrick Lamar, years ago, Kendrick Lamar came out with the Control verse in like 2012, right? On there, he said, I'm the king of New York. He said, I'm feeling like I'm the king of New York. That's what Kendrick Lamar said. Diddy had a problem with it, had an ego battle with Kendrick Lamar at a club in New York. He threw a bottle at Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is 5'4", right? So guess who steps in? J. Cole. J. Cole steps in and he pushes Diddy, hey, don't do that. They got into fisticuffs. They literally boxed real quick, then separated them and everything like that. That's why so if you look up Diddy and J. Cole fight, there's even videos where Diddy is like, I don't want no smoke with J. Cole. Like they now joke about it years later, right? But this is how I know J. Cole heard about the explosion. Any J. Cole fan know this. J. Cole lives in New York City now, right? Guess what he rides around to get around the city? A bicycle. Because a nigga didn't want his car blown up. That's how fucking deep in the game this nigga Diddy is. He don't give a fuck where you are. He'll blow your shit up. And I know that's also true. There's this guy on he used to be an influencer and also a movie star or whatever. His name he goes by Fat Jew. His name is Josh something, but he goes by Fat Jewish. That's what it used to be his name on social media. He made a video. You can look this up. 10 years ago, he did interviews saying about when he was on Star Island at Diddy's house for a party in which he went there to support one of his DJ friends. He claims, this is 10 years ago, the video is still on YouTube. He says, yeah, I walked in one of the rooms. Diddy was literally, he names the DJ that Diddy was sleeping with, literally. His name was DJ, oh my God, I just forgot it. Mighty Duck or something the Mouse. He DJ Felix the House Cat. Look up DJ Felix the House Cat and Puff Daddy. He said they were in the bed together doing sexual acts when he walked into that room. He said he was high on shrooms and everything, and he just opened the room and he looked, he saw it, he goes, this ain't the restroom. They was like, no, get out of here. Like that. He said he saw that. And when he told that story, on in other interviews, he went on Hot 97, tried to tell that story. They didn't even release it because they said, hey, you don't want no trouble with Diddy. He blew up Kid Cudi's car. They told him that 10 years ago. Think about that. So when it comes to all the conspiracies about Diddy, I believe them all. Hey, did he have something to do with Kim Porter's death? Hey, did he have something to do with Tupac? I believe it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because when Tupac got shot at Quad Studios, When Tupac got shot at Quad Studios the first time he got shot in Brooklyn, if I'm not mistaken, right? He goes up there to meet up with Bad Boy to get a check for being, featured on a song with another Bad Boy artist, blah, blah. As soon as he gets there, he gets shot, blah, blah. It was a setup, everything, right? And everybody knew from the 90s, he kept blaming it on Bad Boys. He kept blaming it on Bad Boys, right? Kept blaming them niggas. And my thing is this: we live in an era where, and everybody has known this has happened. If John, you could keep it real. Let a rapper get their chain stolen, right? Ain't it always another rapper they could call no matter what, and they could be like, "Hey, yo, I got my chain stolen." That rapper will make 2 calls and know who got it and give it right back to them. True or false? That's the shit that be happening, right? So you mean to tell me in your hood, Biggie, in your hood, Puffy, y'all niggas couldn't even tell Tupac who shot him? That let me know that not only do you protecting the person. You get what I'm saying? And here go the thing. Tupac and Biggie was supposed to be boys. Think about that. So, nigga, you defending the nigga that shot? Hey, nigga, fuck you. This nigga Tupac got shot and we was like, bro, you tripping. What? He got shot and said, that nigga did it. These niggas over there did it. And we were like, bro, come on, you over exaggerating. You being dramatic. We literally gaslit this nigga. And he was telling us the truth the whole time. Yeah, I think he had something to do with Diddy's murder. Because Keefy D, look up Keefy D, he went and said Diddy put $1 million on that nigga head. He was in the car when that nigga got shot. He was in the car of the shooters. Look up Keefy D. He's in jail now. They just found this. They just got him. And they said they found a murder weapon in his home in Vegas. This is wild. Now, the thing with Biggie getting shot and killed, does he have some? I might think he does. Also, the son of Al B. Sure who Puffy stole, how you still a whole nigga son? And the daddy's still alive. That's wild. And they said at one point in time, because y'all gotta understand this, Diddy was known for literally snatching your chick, right? When he met Cassie, Cassie was 19 years old. And Diddy was in his 30s, if I'm not mistaken. Right? And Diddy was like mid-30s when he met Cassie at 19, stole her from Ryan Leslie, who was her original producer, right? Been dating her ever since, right? When he got with Kim Porter back in the 90s, he stole her from Al B. Sure. Yanked her from Al B. Sure and I took your son, nigga. Right? That's how you know a nigga really making money, when he don't give a fuck about having extra kids. You feel me? That's different levels of money. You know what I'm saying? You make a couple $1 million, like, that ain't my baby. As soon as you start making billions, you like, nigga, hell yeah, fuck it. I'll do it. So, but Al B. Sure admits the rumors are true about him being in a coma. But the deeper part of the rumor is that the nigga who put him in the coma was Diddy. And he said he's going to talk about that too as well. So I don't know what the fuck going on, but Diddy, all this stuff where you keep denying the allegations, you keep posting, hey, everybody's just looking for a money grab. I did not do what's alleged. Hey, nigga, stop posting memes and post your bond, nigga, because you going to jail. You made your bed, now diddle in it. At least when you go to jail, you can have as many freak-offs as you like, okay? You can let everybody take that. My name is Kenise and I might get canceled. All right, so hey, yo, look, y'all. If you want to watch me break down the Drake versus Kendrick rap beef, which was one of the greatest rap beefs of all times, click the episode before this, all right? And also, if you want to support the podcast, man, make sure y'all give it a like, a follow, subscribe to it, download the episodes, man, comment on the social medias, especially on the YouTube, right? On the YouTube page, I might get canceled. And also support the Patreon. It's patreon.com/Kenise100K. That's CANICE100K. Support it. Become a Patreon member. Become a habitual line stepper officially. And we're going to have extra bonus episodes and also other bonus and behind the scenes things. And y'all be the first people to know when I come to your city and do a comedy show. My name is Kenise100K. I might get canceled.